going on, guys? It's the Gaming Jock here, and we are back with another episode of Pathos SMP. Woo! We are back in the groove of the whole YouTube thing. Got my speed art video out. I'm making this episode, getting shit done, except school. Nah, just kidding. I'm getting some. I'm getting some improvement on that. I'm improving on maintaining a schedule, so I'm good now. I'm stable, so I have time for other stuff like YouTube now, and it's great because I've been away from it for like a week or two. So yeah, I just got to get back into it. So right now I am mining because I need iron. As you guys know, last episode I fought the Wither with a couple friends, Charles and Mitzify and stuff, and yeah. Well, we fought the I'm sorry, and Levi. we're the Wither team. Yeah, and yeah, we fought the Wither. Well, we fought two. One of them was for a beacon, which I put in my base already, and yeah. So obviously, with the beacon, you need a lot of iron, and yeah, that's exactly what happened. I used a lot of my iron. And now I'm broke for iron and gold because I ran out of iron for the beacon and had to use some gold. So now I'm out on a mining spree for iron because I need it. So if you guys haven't been watching other people's episodes and stuff, I'm just going to tell you guys, summarize things a bit. The server now has currency, so the shops at spawn and all that stuff. You can't just sell and trade and like whatever you want. Now it's only iron blocks. So that's the server's currency. We're gonna have a bank for that. We're gonna have stuff like that. We already had an auction house episode. People made one and stuff, and I haven't watched any yet, so I don't know what it is exactly. But yeah, for those of you that know what an auction house is, well, I'm guessing that's what it is. Okay, so. Yeah, so I didn't really explain. So I need the iron because I want to get working on a house already, and I need clay for that. And Mitzi has a shop where she sells iron, and where she sells clay and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm just gonna get some iron, gonna go buy some stuff from her, and yeah, we'll get working on our base next episode, hopefully. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go around this cave, look for stuff, make an episode out of it, you know, the average stuff, and maybe get some diamonds every once in a while. I brought a fortune pick just in case it would happen. I'm not really out looking for diamonds or anything. I'm just really trying to get some iron, but if I come across some of these, I'm definitely gonna get them. So a prank has been done, has been committed. Someone pranked Tygo by, and it was pretty funny. Lapis, yeah. Yeah, they made like a pixel art of his face, put like chemistry bottles around the place, and then put C+, because I guess he has a C+ in chemistry. I don't blame him. I had a C in chemistry, so he's doing a plus better than me. Yeah, chemistry sucked for me. Some people might be good at it. I just don't catch on. Yeah, so yeah, definitely go check that out. All the links to everyone on the server are in the description, so if you guys do want to check them out or just check out that certain episode, yeah, the link to his channel is in the description. It's Higoby, 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 woo. And yeah, so what are we gonna do? Which way are we gonna go? We could either go that way or that way. Let's go this way first. Might be a dead end, and I knew it would be a dead end. That's why I went here first, just to cancel our options. Now we're gonna go here. Yeah. Now we're open to more options, right or left. Are they gonna connect? Yes, they are. How do I do it? All right, it's gonna be a dead end, isn't it? I could already feel it. Nope, it's gonna loop around. It's just gonna loop around. Okay. All right. So I think I'm gonna talk a little bit about my week. Today is Thursday. Yeah, dude, just okay. So the whole time I've been doing a lot of YouTube and stuff. I've been doing school stuff, sports stuff, and like stuff on my own, just because I needed it. Like this week has been filled with so much school stuff and activities that I barely got any time for myself. So whenever I did, I wouldn't like use it by like recording and sitting here. I wanted to like relax, and here I don't know, it is relaxing, but it's not like the type of relaxing I want. I want like the sit down for a while, watch Netflix, be lazy kind of relaxing. So that's exactly what I did, because I would have practice, and practice is sucking nowadays because now it's no longer open gym where people just go to like play games. Now we're like actually getting towards basketball season, and now we're starting to work out, starting to do drills and stuff, run, and that means less actual playing and more working. So yeah, that's sucking. And I'm also doing volunteer hours at the school, because there's this flow party that goes on every year where we go through town hall, city hall, whatever you want to say it. We kind of do a parade around there, and the high school does, and we do each class, so like freshmen and all that stuff, freshmen, sophomore, juniors, and seniors, they do their own float, and it's kind of competition. Hey bro, no bro. Ooh, wow. Yeah, it's a competition versus the classes, and I don't really know what the winner gets, but it's just a competition, and I'm in charge of drawing since, you know, I'm such an artiste. And yeah, so that's taking a lot of hours. Like right after school, I either have practice or I either have that. So yeah, my life is just filled with stuff. And then I'm getting requests all the time for the speed arts that I'm doing, and I'm working on an online shop for people to do their requests, because I mean, I like doing art, and you know, I'm not planning to just do the giveaways. I also want to make some profit from it. So if people don't think they can get lucky enough to get picked for that kind of stuff, I'm giving them the option to just buy it. So it'll be like an easy $5. They can just pay $5, and I could easily make them a avatar or whatever they want. I already made someone a banner and a thumbnail, and yeah, he gave me like $10. Yeah, the prices were separate for those things, and it's great. I'm meeting a lot of people because of the speed arts that I'm doing, and I'm just like glad that I learned to use a mouse, because I needed a tablet to draw and stuff, but it's actually not that hard with the mouse. It's not as easy, but it's not that hard. You know what I mean? So yeah, it just takes patience, and that's something that I did back when I was smaller. One thing I would do was well, first let me start off why. So when I was smaller, my dad would take it. Oh, I've been using the 14-3 pick this whole time, haven't I? The whole time I was what am I saying? When I was smaller, around like 11, 10, I think I was like 11 or 10. My dad and my mom would both be working at the same time, and so I couldn't really ever go with my mom to her job, but I would be able to go with my dad. So I would go over there, and my dad was really good friends with the boss. He was a chef at his job, and like over there, when I would go to work with him when I was like 10, he would have me do stuff. Yeah, he would just have me do stuff. Sometimes it would be like help him cook and stuff, and because of that, I know how to make a mean souffle. But that's not the point. So yeah, so I would go over there, and the manager had a computer, and this is where like the whole art stuff like starts like putting itself in the story. Like I would be on the paint tool thing, and I would draw Pokemon, because I would be obsessed with Pokemon when I was like smaller, and I would just draw them. I would draw Pokemon, pixel by pixel, line by line. Like I would do everything. Like I would zoom in like so far. Like but by the time I was done, like my eyes would be red and stuff. Like yeah, and my eyesight wasn't so great when I was smaller because I didn't know that I needed glasses. So I would be like up against the screen doing this stuff, and it was just yeah. And I remember that. Like I would do Torterra, what was that? That monkey, that fire monkey. Dang it! It was like a kung fu fire chimpanzee. I gotta Google this. This is gonna kill me. Starter Pokemon. It was a starter Pokemon. I know that. Flame. No. I gotta know this. Okay, I know it was in Pokemon Pearl and Diamond. Okay, starter. Oh! Wait. Sorry about this, I just gotta know. Okay, nope, that's not the English version. Starter Pokemon. Okay, I'm getting closer. It's Infernape. There we go, Infernape. So that was cool. I had I would draw an Infernape, Torterra, Charizard, stuff like that, and I had fun doing it. It was so cool, and I guess I never really thought about it, but I guess that's where I picked up doing computer stuff. It was great. And like I would that's when I first discovered YouTube too. Like I would be into watching Cartoon Network, and sometimes I would miss shows because like I would watch the animes that would be in like Tsunami at like 10 or something, and I would watch like Naruto and all that stuff, One Piece, and I would miss the things. So I would tell my friend like, wow, I miss it, and he told me like, just go to YouTube. I'm like, YouTube? And then it was like, yeah, and I'm like, how do you spell that? And he's like, oh, Youtube. And I was in elementary school, like 5th grade or something, so don't judge me. So hey, I see you. Yeah, I finally got around to finding it, and then I was like, this is amazing. And I would watch like these montages and stuff, and that's when I got introduced into YouTube, but just YouTube. I wasn't like introduced to like the whole gaming community until like 8th grade, no, 7th grade in middle school. So yeah, how much do I have? A stack and 40. Wow, that's weak. So yeah, after that, I discovered YouTube, that was like around the same time I discovered jump scares, and that scarred me forever. Now whenever something has scary music and it seems suspicious in YouTube, I always have to kind of scroll through the thing, make sure it's not a scary pop-up, because YouTube is a bitch that way. So yeah, where should I go now? I really do want that gold. Please pick it up. Damn it. Okay. So yeah. See, I'm really enjoying how my life is right now. Like, I like the way I was raised. I wasn't really that like good. My family wasn't that well on money starting off. We started off in like a really cheap apartment, about like $400 a month, and then from there we moved. No, that's not how we started off. We started off 3 people, 1 room in a friend's house that we knew, and then from there we moved to those crappy apartments, and then from those crappy apartments we moved to better, awesome apartments, and from those awesome apartments we moved to the house that we have now. And it's not really a house that we own, we're just renting it, but it's a house, and it's better than an apartment with a manager and rules and stuff. But I think I had a great childhood while living in those apartments, like the good ones, because that's where I met most of my elementary school friends, and I had so many adventures. Like honestly, as a kid, it just felt like wow. Like now that I look back, actually no, not that now I look back. Okay, so remember I told you guys just earlier in the video that I go to these flow parties where I draw and stuff. Well, this one guy that I used to live in those apartments, and he was part of my childhood because I would play with him. He told me like, "Hey, Angel," and I'm like, "Oh, hey, Diego," and yeah, he was like, "You are the only," like, I don't know, or he just said, "You are the only guy in this school that was a part of my childhood." And I'm like, "I know, oh yeah, huh?" And I started looking back, and I was like, "Wow, I had lots of fun." Like, oh my god, you know, that's also how I got into video making. During the when I lived in those apartments, I met these two guys that just came from another country, and they were just like, they were great. They were like adventurers, like that's how it seemed when I was little. They were like into bugs, they're into like technology and stuff. Like we would go like at my apartments, I guess some of the bushes would have praying mantises, and we would like catch them, and we had giant praying mantises. Like it was crazy. And yeah, we would have that. And also we would do like computer stuff, and it like, well, at one point we all, like me and like 3 other friends, got together and like built a robot out of like a broken PC. Of course it didn't work, but it looked cool and it lit up and stuff. Yeah, we just opened up a PC and started connecting stuff to other stuff and made it look cool. And yeah, so it was lots of fun. And like they had their own camera, and we, like at night we would turn on the night vision mode on that camera, and we would just make awesome films. We make like alien films, stop motion films. Man, it was great. And wow, I like this story. And yeah, and also a lot of my innocence, like I think I was most innocent during that time, because honestly, so innocent. Like I didn't even know what, like, you know, body parts were. So you know when you're a kid, and or you know when you tell people that don't know what like penis or vagina is, like they say, "Hey, say you don't have a penis," and then you're like, "A what?" And then someone tells you like, just say you don't, and then like you believe them, you trust them, and you get betrayed. Well, yeah, that was me. I was innocent that way. And like people would steal from the paletero, and I would go to like running to my house, and I would pay the paletero for what the other person stole. And it actually worked out in my favor, because then that paletero became my friend, and every time he knew that guy stole from him. And when I paid him back, I was like, "Sorry, my friend stole that thing from you. Here's the money." Like faith in humanity restored, and he would give me like anything I wanted for free, just like one thing every time I saw him. So that became cool, cause like literally my elementary school and the apartments I lived in were literally like 1 street away. So all I would do was get out of the apartment, cross the street, and I'm there. So the paletero, the ice cream man, just to clear things up, he would just wait in like by that street, because you know it's the best business. Kids come by all the time, and that's when you could get that's when you could like give kids the food and stuff. So that's when I would go up to him and say, "Hey, can I get those chips?" And then he's like, "Yeah." And then people would be like, "What?" And I'd be like, "That's right." Of course I wouldn't do that because I was innocent. But yeah, it was great. I'm not so innocent now, but I'm definitely not like, bad. I'm still like, I've been over this. Like, I don't do anything like most teenagers do. Don't smoke, don't drink, don't have sex, don't do none of that shit. I'm like clean in so many different directions. I mean, in so many different like, things. I don't know. But yeah, let me check how long I've been going. I've been going for 19 minutes and 29 seconds. All right, we're good. How much do I have now? All right, I have more. That's good. So yeah. And yeah, that was great. And then when I moved here, things weren't so great until I found my front door neighbor. Well, actually, I had two neighbors. It was me. It was my front door neighbor and like my neighbor right next to me. So like my neighbor across the street and the one right next to me. And they were both a grade above me. And I was taller than one of them. One of them was taller than me. He still is, and I'm still taller than one of them. Time hasn't changed. Yeah, it wasn't until I met them that life started being good in this new house. Because, you know, being an only child and then having a neighbor with sisters and stuff, you know, you kind of start getting the feels and like, man, I wish I had a brother and stuff. And then once I met them and stuff, you know, life began getting better. And I had a lot more adventures with that too. With my next door neighbor, he was the one that like actually didn't really do much. We just played sports together. Yeah. And my front door neighbor, he's the one that gave me the most adventure out of like anyone. He is the one that taught me how to like be creative and constructive and stuff. So him and his dad are like builders, so they love to build and they have so much like construction stuff at their house. Like his dad used to be a contractor, and he has all these supplies at his house. He has like plywood, boards, and yeah, so at the time I met him, they were starting to build a treehouse. And you know, today the treehouse is done, and it's cool because I got to be a part of that project. And wow, so much stuff. Like there would be moments where like we'd have to get each other's back and like save each other from falling, because we would have to hang from the tree and work on putting on the walls and stuff, nailing stuff, and like that was awesome. And it was after like the treehouse was done, and after the treehouse was done and that all the building was done, that we kind of started drifting apart, because then like stuff got boring and then we just stopped talking to each other. So to this day I don't talk to both of them much, because the one next to me moved, and then the one in front of me we just don't talk. Stuff got boring. So yeah, kind of sucks, but you know, life kind of works that way. I still see him around school though, but you know, he's changed so much. I've changed so much. When he knew me, I was like an annoying nerd that nobody liked in middle school, and he was kind of the same thing, except he was ugly. And I don't mean to be mean. I don't want to be mean, but it was like, it's seriously how it was. Like we were both ugly, but puberty was kind to me after when high school started. And to him, he just kind of like, I don't know, like it's not that he just didn't catch on. And it's I don't want to be mean by saying this, but like I kind of want to explain it. Like I changed the way I looked. I don't have like ugly messy hair anymore. I have like nice comb over, and he just stayed with the curly hair. I wear new clothes from the mall and stuff, and he wears shirts that he just has, and you know, I'm fine with it. It's just it's also the way he is. Like I talk to people that know him and they say like a little bit weird, and I don't know, just he's been through so many stages, and wow. He went through a cello stage, a breakdancing stage, so many stages. So yeah, he's changed a lot, but not in a good way. At one point he did, but then he like kind of drifted away, and now he just hangs out with like one guy. And you know, I think of talking to, like I like every time I see him, I think about talking to him, but I just feel like, you know, after so long that it's just like not really gonna be, there's not really gonna be anything there. So yeah. So wow, I just talked a lot. I feel like you guys got to know more about me in like that little time. Life is great. And I seriously just, hello, I am a visitor. Alright, which direction should I go? I think it's this way. Hold on, yeah, it's this way. So yeah, that pretty much wraps up the story of my childhood and how I grew up. How about walk back, I talk about how I got into gaming. So, middle school was the worst school years, like a couple school years I've had in my life. That's when I knew my front door neighbor. That's where he was. That's when he was like one of my best friends. Well, from 6th to 7th grade. Cause from since he was in a grade above me when I got to 8th grade, he graduated. So, yeah. So 6th to 7th grade. It sucked because I was that little annoying kid that no one would like, and that people would be like whenever they got to be partners with me in a school project, and I don't blame them. I look back and I'm like, wow, I sucked. So yeah, but luckily there was this group of people just like that, and they were gamers, and they would always talk about this game called Minecraft. And I'd be like, what's that? And then they're like, oh, it's a survival game where you just build stuff. And then I was like, oh, cool. And then so I did some research on it. And, the first thing that popped up was Tobuscus, Toby Games. And I started watching that, got into the game, got the cracked version, and started playing it on my crappy laptop. And from that point forward, I got into the gaming community. Those gamers, I became friends with them for a while, but then I started my YouTube channel, and then they got jealous because they tried to my YouTube channel and theirs sucked. And yeah, but then I made a new channel, and then once I made my new channel, they started stepping up the game, and now they have like a lot of subscribers. Not a lot, but they have more. They don't get the views, but they got the subs. I think they have like 740. But yeah, that's not important. So yeah, they just play different like a whole bunch of games. They play like Gary's Mod, Minecraft, whatever, Batman, and I'm just sticking with this. So yeah, and then like they would talk about YouTube, and then I started thinking about doing YouTube. And then once I got this PC like 2-3 years ago on Black Friday, that's when I like officially started like making videos. And at first they weren't great, but when I started my Tale of Kingdoms series in the gaming in the Sports Freak 991 channel, that's when I started doing like things daily and stuff, and that's when things started picking up. I got accepted into Inversion. Well, actually, I got invited. I didn't even like try to join. And yeah, I've met so many people since then. People that are in the server, people that I still talk to, people that I know but don't really talk to anymore. It's just life has been full of adventures. Wow. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Pathos SMP. Not a lot of stuff, a lot of stories, but yeah. So next episode we're gonna be building our house, finally my house here, and yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.